Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, viewers. Uh, we have planned for today's session, we will introduce some more enhancement with respect to the sensitivities of the user, the employee who is making the purchase order. For example, at the moment it is AMJ. Okay, if we make it, for example, uh, any particular user, like we take this one. Okay, we press F9 here so that this unit. Okay, so it will automatically take 16 and it will decide which option of the menu is going to be allowed. If you click on this, it's a 69 because this user is not allowed to these menus. We can go to the PO reports. Okay, so that's fine. And these are the PO reports, the monthly summary reports. Okay, so if you in our previous session, we showed you how to get a user-wise report. For example, you take this one employee. So this employee has worked on so much amount of the purchase order. Okay, and so we have written only a section of the formula. This section in which we see if it is this C2 is not blank, that is, then this user is to be filtered from the PO header, right? So PO, until PO header it was fine, but the other reports are dependent on the PO details, right? So it was necessary to bring this part from the PO header to PO detail so that each and every entry can tell you that which user has entered it, what are the pertinent user, related user to this entry, employee of this entry. So this name have been brought through this macro, which generates the PO details, right? So so let's go and see what changes were necessary. And there's only one change, and that was in the PO generation. It is supposed to enter this thing. This is employee name P in the column P, right? So column P is, yeah. If you see in the PO header in the column P, yeah, this is column P, and uh, this is the name of the user which we want to move to the PO details here, right? Automatically, right? So we have figured out that this is the expression which is bringing the username, right? So we will take it to the PO detail because first of all the PO header is created, and then there through a go sub command it is said, okay, go sub PO details. Okay, so we have control C it, okay, and now we are moving it to the PO detail in the detail option. And which column it is related? Let's go to see in the detail. It is column M. Okay, so in the column M, this is L, and after M, this is. So here we have pasted it, right? Exactly the thing which was in the PO header, we have pasted it here. So the names have started coming. Since the names have started coming in the PO detail, now you can have plenty of reports. You can have the reports for the user-wise reports that which users have been involved in doing this. Okay, so let's try. For example, we get the for amount summary. Okay, let's enter. So this is the total summary. This is the total amount, irrespective of the user. But if we want to filter it with respect to some user for zero bits, so it will filter it. So the same formula will appear, and it will start bringing it. As soon as you make it blank, this is going to uh, get the entire picture of it. And the graph position is as it is, as it was before. You can still have the graphs. No need to change in that routine. So you can have the graphs like this. Okay, that's fine. And now let's take the second option. Yeah, and here no change in the formula. The formula is still there. The same formula is going to work. As soon as you change the name, for example, this user has been involved in that much of the PO activity. Right? That's it. Again, we can see. So we have to make sure that any change we make, so nothing goes wrong with the other options. We have to ensure it that there is a consistent approach. There, there is no inconsistency. So the developer has to make sure that there are no errors. So normally, if you make a changes or enhancements on one part and the other part of the code gets disturbed. So this is the responsibility of the developer to make sure that all the possible combinations uh, and the pro- procedures within and the sub procedures here within the program all are intact and they are working. Right? Okay. So these are the commands of the supplier. And now let's take the quantitative summary. That's 4. Okay, that much. This is has yet to be. I don't think that this will have any impact because we have not made any changes on the 4 part. So we will make it. No changes coming. So it means here we will have to make this part amended so that this also takes care of this criteria that this user involved in how much of the number of products, number of purchase orders, right? So what we do, we go directly to the assign macro and we go do edit here and then we look for the option number 4. Yeah, option number 4. Yeah, check when the option is equal to 4. So this was 3. If the option is check option is equal to 3, this is the 4. Here we have to impart the same thing which we included here. So this was we remember that this is starting with if and this. Okay. Okay. So for this we are going to yeah, make a copy of it. Control C. Right. So we will go to the option number 4. This is 3. Okay. We will go to option number 4, and here in the end of where it is written this, we will control V. We put a comma, maybe, yeah, and control V. That's right. Okay. So D3 and this. That's it. Okay. So now let's see if this works or not. So number 4. Yeah. Okay. Now we apply a user scenario in here. Yeah, that's right. It's working. Hmm. So it has taken this condition inside the formula, and now it is also working. So this is the learning that using your understanding of the code in the system, you can do a lot of things and enhancement and correction quickly and rectify anything which you see, and you can uh, further make the enhancement and make it more what you say scalable system within the whole means within within the sheet. A lot of more things can be if your pattern remains the same consistent, and a lot of reports you can generate using one single sheet. Normally, the users, Excel users, are prone to open multiple sheets, and sometimes I've seen hundreds, more than 100 sheets have been used, although the same work can be done within one sheet. So you have to, with the passage of with time and as you become an expert and experienced person, then you will start thinking it in making doing the work in an economical way without wasting this the resources of the system and without doing any extra weight in use of the memory. You can make use of your experience and your knowledge and make a robust system. Uh, so this is it for today, for this session, and we will come up with more enhancement. And this system we started with a very crude level. If you go back, and gradually we started making it, and it has evolved from the different stages to until this system. It is remarkably very efficient at the moment and full and not much errors. Normally, plenty of errors, and that makes the users annoyed that the debug is coming, the error is causing problem, and you are reporting. The quality of the programmer, the developer, is that when when his system is working in a production environment, it is deployed, then uh, then it is working free of error, and there is no need for petty things to be consulted to the programmer. So this is the credibility of the programmer and developer that the user use it and they find it user friendly. Okay. Thank you very much. See you later.